It is Wednesday afternoon. How's your day going? Hope it's going really well. It's our afternoon weather check-in, and I want to, if I can, just tell you we were going to talk about the El Nino effect today, but there is some new data that's supposed to be released later tonight that talks about where the El Nino stands now and what it's going to be like come fall and winter time, because the fall and winter time for us, that's most important. Right now, it's going to help with, I think, diminish some of the hurricane season a little bit, keep it down, which is great. But its main impact for us is going to be fall and winter. So, if you will, allow me to take a look at that information tonight, and then tomorrow we'll talk about it. You know what? Frankly, I don't think there's going to be any difference. But just in case there is, I want to make sure you have the most accurate information for people that study this all the time and watch all this. Because all we hear about is a super El Nino, and I want to sort of bring down the temperature, if you will, of the room. The basis, hey, look, let's not get too excited about this. Let's talk about what this is and what it means for us here at home, because it will mean different things for different people based on what part of the country you're at. So we're going to talk about South Carolina, but let's wait for that to flesh out tonight, and then I'll have more on that tomorrow. A couple things we're going to talk about this afternoon is, if you notice, it's noticeably hotter outside, right? No matter where you're at. Tomorrow, our favorite heat index is back. This is tomorrow afternoon, Thursday, feeling like 103 Columbia, almost 100 in Charleston. Same thing for Greenville. I mean, we're splitting hairs here, so I mean, you might as well just say close to 100. Look at Florence at 101, and that's what it'll feel like, and that'll be into Friday and Saturday as well, right? Especially from Charleston down to Hilton Head, where I think we could have the heat index Friday and Saturday pushing near 110. So that's going to be pretty icky, to say the least. One of the things, one last thing I want to talk about today is, and I get this all the time, and don't feel bad if you're not, if you're like, well, gee, I should know this, but I really don't. The difference between a watch and a warning, and it came up over the weekend when we had two severe thunderstorm watches out, right? We had one for Saturday and one for Sunday. And a lot of people were confusing. And then we have a severe thunderstorm warning within a watch, and the people were confusing the two. So I want to talk a little bit about this, to give you an idea. So we're going to take tropical storm as an example, right? Because you could insert anything in here: tornado watch, severe thunderstorm watch, flash flooding watch. I mean, so we're just going to use tropical storm as an example. A watch means exactly that we're watching. We're looking for the possibility of something happening. Right? Doesn't mean that's happening. So an area, if we're under a watch, that means we're watching, we're looking out for something. It does not mean that it's taking place at all. In fact, there are several times that we have a watch in effect and nothing happens, right? But it means that the conditions are favorable, the weather conditions are favorable for the development of said event. Tornado, severe thunderstorm, tropical storm watch, right? More than likely, when you have something like a tropical storm watch, you typically then go into a warning. Tropical storms are pretty much, they don't, if you're under a watch, it's pretty much headed towards that area. And they don't normally, they do spin off, but very seldom once the National Weather Service issues a watch, that's when all bets are off for that. You can pretty much count on you're going to get a warning for a tropical storm. So let's talk about this. So let's talk about a warning. If this, again, insert whatever winter storm watch, right? Tornado watch, or warning, I should say. So a warning means that it's happening. It's actually taking place. We're done with the watch, right? That means whatever event, let's say this was a tornado watch, for example. It means we're looking for the possibility of a tornado forming. A warning means that a tornado has formed, and either it's been spotted on radar or it's been spotted on the ground, and that means it's taking place. So, as it says, there's impact is expected. It's going to happen within 36 hours or less, and most of the time, the key word here is less. Normally, it's happening instantaneously, like within the moment that it's taking place, and that also means you have to have everything prepared or ready to go if there's a warning happening. Right? That means you make sure that if you have your safe place. And we'll talk about safe places coming up. A lot of people always ask me, where's the best place to be if there was a tornado? We'll talk about that in future get-togethers. But there you have it. So a watch means that we're looking for that possibility. It's not happening. A warning means it's actually taking place. Right? So this is what you have to be most concerned about. This is preparing for this, right? So that's the main thing. The difference between watching and warning is that a watch means that it's possible. A warning means that it's actually taking place. So there you go. Don't feel bad. Like I say, a lot of people say, well, I should know that. No, you shouldn't. If you're like me, there's only so much you can put up here before it just gets overloaded. So I'm totally with you. And by the way, if you ever have weather questions, your kids have weather questions, grandkids have weather questions, John down, let me know. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Because it's better for you to be weather aware, right, and weather in tune than not be. And just think, well, I don't want to ask that question because I feel bad. Don't. It's just us. You're just talking to me here, so you don't ever have to feel bad. All right, so tomorrow we'll talk about the latest with El Nino, that latest information that's out, right, that's going to be issued tonight. So we'll see if they changed anything. Don't think they will, but let's just wait and see. And then we'll talk about the heat that is back for the rest of the week, all right? Have yourself a great night. We'll catch you on Thursday morning, Friday Eve.